Now let's do a deep lunge, a low lunge with the external hip rotation. Ready? Now go with me step by step. So right leg forward, left leg back. Place your palms down. Now you have to wait until the shoulder is in line with the knee, same parallel height as your knee. So you stay here. If you're still not there yet, you can just hug the leg and just pull your hip down towards the floor. If you can't do this, then proceed to bring the elbow down and see if your right shoulder touching the right foot. It's the Natyasana, snail pose variation. So get the right shoulder to go close to the right foot. If you can, forehead down. If you can, chin down. You can feel this deep stretch in the hip joint, thigh. Can you try and get the armpit touching the right ankle? Hip down lower, chin forward, flatten the back. There is a balancing version of this pose. We will try that today, but you really need to get the shoulder to go closer to the foot, and that's when you are ready. And slowly come back out. Take a deep breath again. Now let's switch to the other leg. So left leg forward, right leg back. Good, doing well so far. Now remember, place your palms down, shoulders parallel to the knees. You can stay here. You can even bring your left hand out, lunge your hip down, and see how much you are able to use gravity support. And your body, your back is flat. Don't round, don't hunch. If you can do this, right elbow down, the left arm to hug the left leg. See if your left armpit can touch your left ankle, chin down. Stay there. So really good lunging, low lunging, deepest lunge, where your hip gets a really good warm up before you add rotation to it. So it's a hip flexion. Don't let the knee fall out yet. Keep the knee upright, perpendicular. Hips down. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Slowly come back out. Sit back on the legs. Take deep breaths twice. Deep breathing again. Great. Now let's do one more warm up. The next intensity to this posture. Now go with me step by step, right? But if you have a bad knee, any injury to the ACL or a PCL or LCL ligament, you have to watch out, because as your knee begins to drop, you might take that stiffness of the hip, stressing the weak ligaments of the knee. So pay attention to this experience in this posture. So bring your right leg forward, left leg back. Right? No swinging or shaking in this posture. Just go gradually. See my right foot, how it rolls out. Then I slowly drop my elbows down. Now watch my elbow, how it is next to my right foot. This is the first step to this pose. Now get the right hip to rotate out. The sole of your right foot is facing the left side. You are on your ankle. This is the ankle supination movement. Can you sink your hips down a bit? Can you sink your hips back a bit? You can always choose to stay here. If this is already giving a big rotation for the hip, stay here. Now if you are able to go further, be gentle, watch the knee. Slowly stretch your right hand up. Your left hand stays upright, elbow up, and slowly down. Stay there for 5, 4. Let the gravity do the work. Your knee falls out. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back out. At 10 to 20 seconds is a really good time to hold this posture, because you just need some time for the body to slowly sink into the gravity. Take a deep breath again, please. One more deep breath. Now let's go for the left leg, please. Ready? Left leg forward, right leg back. Now, you see my left leg is slightly slanting, like 10 or 20 degrees forward. So it's not completely up perpendicular. Slowly drop your knee out, step one, and elbows down. Now, if your elbow down is already bringing that big rotation, stretch to the glutes, groins, inner thighs, just stay here. Don't rush, no bouncing, no shaking. Please stay still. These postures you can keep long and deep breaths as you don't get any compression to the stomach, and flatten the back. If you are ready, go slowly, stretch your left hand up, out, right elbow up, and slowly down. It's a progressive sequence, so if you feel the previous one is already, you need some time, just go slow. Don't rush to this pose. 3, 2, can you try and flatten the chest as much as you can? 1, and relax. It's an intense variation of the snail pose, right? The name of the pose is Uttananatayasana. Intense deep hip rotation version of the snail pose. Place a deep breath again. One more deep breath. Okay. Now that we have done good hip rotations, now just go with me step by step. So this is a flying pigeon, they call it, right? A pose of arm balance, but it does require a good hip flexibility and range with external rotation, which is why we have done all these warm-ups so far, right? So please watch me first, then we go for it, right? So I come up on my heels, so I tuck the toes in, I sit on my heel, then I bring the right leg to the front. Now for some of you, you may have some trouble sitting on the heel with your hip externally rotated like this. I will show you another approach. You may have to come from that approach. So watch me first. So I put my shin all the way close to my knee. Then I raise my knee up and I tuck my shin into my armpit. See my leg? How it's tucked into the armpit. Then I slowly lunge forward, head down, straighten the leg. And I try to sink my hip as low as possible. You can always stay here today. Or if you feel like you are able to balance your weight into the arms, lift your head up, stay there. If you can, raise your leg up. Back muscle strong, hip down, slowly down, right? So the key challenge would be how much you are able to rotate the hip to keep this leg tucked into the armpit. This hip may not want to stay there. It kind of comes out. That is where this leg tends to lose the position, comes close to the elbow. Now let me show you the another approach. Please be patient. Watch me once. For someone who can't do this, the hip is not ready, you feel like it's knocking you off to the left side, that's when you stand up and put the leg here, bend forward, tuck the shin bone. See my shin? I tuck into the armpit and the chest, slowly go forward. You can even slide your leg out and stay here. Now shoulder strength, arm strength, raise the leg. Right? And come back out. Now it's good, you have to first choose which approach you would like to try, right? You don't want to try an approach that doesn't suit your body. The second approach, what we did from standing, requires a lot of upper body strength because you are going to shift the weight right from the start. Watch me again, right? I'm going to show you the second approach. So when I do this, and when you want to move this foot, right, your weight is going to be shifted to the arms. And that requires a lot of strength in your arms, right? And then you have to bend the elbow. This is challenging for the strength, but easier for the hip. That you have to be aware of. The second one, it's still challenging for the arms, but what you are trying to do is to bring the head down. So you are not carrying all of the weight into the arm straight away. You are keeping the head down. You can still choose to stay here, and then you can even try and lift your leg first, right? With the help of your back muscles, buttocks and thighs. Or you can first lift your head, stay here, push, elbow perpendicular to the wrist, and then lift. Down. Can we try the other leg, please? One time. Take a deep breath. Let me take you through step by step, right? So if you are sitting on the heel, follow me with this step, right? My left leg up. So you have to place it across like this. So you actually don't pull the leg too close. Just place it in line across the knee. Then you come up, hug the leg. Right. Place your palms nice and wide, fingers wide, and then slowly go forward. Keep your forehead down. And make sure the elbow is above the wrist. Don't let the elbows fall out. Right leg back. Lift your head. Raise your right leg up. Good effort so far. Come down, please. Take a deep breath. Gently move your wrist. So, to put this pose into an anatomical perspective, a hip warm up, the way you warm up your hip will decide which approach you are choosing. Naturally, the tightness of the hips will also decide how much your arms are facing the resistance of your hip. So sometimes it's not just about the weight of your body, it's about the resistance of the muscles pushing your arms, shoulders down, forcing your face to feel like you're falling on your face. So that requires a really good warm-up, right? A good hip warm-up will prevent you from feeling challenged with your balance, right? So flexibility is the key. But of course, with regular practice, as you go in and out of the pose, you get really good strength in your arms. Okay, now just to do a neutralizing movement, slowly drop the knees, left and right. Keep your shoulders fixed, drop the knees, left and right. Okay, now just try this. Twine your legs with your right leg on top. Drop your knee to the left. Drop your knee to the right. Drop your knee to the left. Drop your knee to the right. Great. Now the other side. Twine your legs. Fingers wider. Fingers pointing sideways. Drop your knee to the right. Knee to the left. Knee to the right, to the left. Relax. Please take a deep breath again. One more long breath. Hope you are all watching the videos and practicing it regularly. Make sure you don't sit on a couch or lie on the bed and watch these videos. Please take your mat, lay it down and start your practice and follow these videos as you practice. I will surely upload more videos that will enhance your yoga journey. Please come back and check out for the latest videos. Namaste.